Do you remember when the federal government put $1.5 billion into Bitcoin? Or you remember when the German government sold the Bitcoin and then a week later bought it at a lower price? My profiteers, that's called market manipulation. And right now, that is happening before our eyes. But something's going to change. For the first time, we're going to have a presidential candidate talk at the largest Bitcoin conference in the world. And I believe after that happens, we are going to see a new leg of the Bitcoin bull market, which means Ethereum to the moon, Dogecoin to the moon, XRP to the moon, and cryptocurrency as a whole growing like wildfire, in my opinion, over the next few months. And this is why, my friends. Before we get started, as always, like, share, subscribe to our channel. As we continue to grow, the more likes we have, the more information this comes out to everybody. You know, I'm a certified financial planner, practicing for over 17 years, been a CFP for over 11 years. But on these YouTube streets, I just give good information. And I've been pretty right with these predictions lately, y'all. Pretty right. But we're going to go over the conference and why I think cryptocurrency is going to explode over the next few months. Lego, well, my profiteers, here we go. Bitcoin 2024. Yes, Bitcoin 2024. Not only do we have one candidate running for office, but we have two. We have former President Trump and also RFK. Now, if the Democrats were smart, they have a couple congressmen speaking, but they should have somebody on the ticket. Maybe Kamala, if she pops up, woof, those poll numbers, get with those millenniums that the Democrats might be losing, that'll go a long way. But this conference, my friend, is euphoric. You have individuals in the building that makes big decisions about Bitcoin. Who is it? Well, let's just look at the pricing by, well, first the headliners, right? So, of course, we have Trump. Now, it's some whispers, right? Right now, we have a oil reserve. We have the gold reserve. It's some whispers that he is going to announce it's going to be a Bitcoin reserve. Again, the federal government secretly bought $1.5 billion of Bitcoin a few months ago. We see banks buying millions of dollars of Bitcoin. And we saw the German government dump 800 million of Bitcoin and then literally a week and a half later bought it at a lower price. So this is a power game, my friends. My profiteers, it's a power game. And right now, that struggle is who's going to be quickest to buy Bitcoin. Now, it's chess, not checkers. Shouts out to my friend, man. Chess, not checkers. Tall guy, crypto, Armando, man. Shouts out to him. I think he'll be in the building. But it's chess, not checkers. If they all just buy it at one time, it's just going to go up. They won't be able to buy it at a discounted price. So a lot of governments, a lot of institutions manipulate. They buy some, drive up the price, sell it, drive it down, and buy it back quicker again. Another thing that they're doing, they're not buying it with their wallets. They're buying off market. So a lot of these miners who now when they do their mining aren't getting paid because of the halving. They're getting paid half. So I was getting paid $100. Now for the same services, I'm being paid $50. I'm going to sell some of my Bitcoin. Well, they sell it off market, not through a wallet. So a lot of this is being piled up and growing. And when it grows, we sell it, we buy it back at a lower price. So it's a lot of manipulation going right now. That's why I believe we see the heavy hitters, right? Now, again, the Democrats, they should hop on board. They should be there, not a congressman from California. No, they should have somebody big with name recognition. But as we can see, Edward Snowden, I thought he was in jail. I'm locked up. Guess not. And also Vivek as well, right? And a slew of others. But I say that to say it's going to be some people in the room. And let's just look at the tickets, my profiteers. This tells you something, right? Fast, just to get in the building, $699. Industry pass, $4,000. $4,000 to be in the building for 3 days and listen to people speak about Bitcoin. VIP pass, 21,000. Yes, my profiteers, 21,000. You're a whale, and you know they're gonna be spending. After party, sold out, right? And this includes access. So basically, access and VIP, it's a lot of money being spent. So what happens when you have a lot of people in the building? They are wooed and enamored by what people are talking about on the stage, and they have a lot of money to make decisions. And they're drinking. And they're in Nashville, the party city of the U.S. right now. Shouts out to Nashville. You know, I went to school at Tennessee State University, my HBCU. So we support Nashville. It's going to be a lot of happiness in the room. So what's going to happen, my profiteers? They're going to go back to their locations and they're going to pump not only Bitcoin, but they're going to pump other coins. And the last time they had their conference, look what happened. Let's go to the charts. Now, my profiteers, last year they had this conference. It was in Miami. I'm going to Miami. And it was on the 18th. We had, a nice week of 5%. But what happened after that? Well, of course, it's a lot of whales in the building. A lot of people got smart. They said, you know what? This is euphoric. Let's buy, but then let's also sell. And so the smart money sold, down by almost 4%. Now, bull run going on, right? Bull market, but went down another 4.5%. Then we bounced. Look at that bounce. Look at that bounce. We bounced from 26 down to 24, 26. That's a 10% bounce in a week. Typical Bitcoin. But my profiteers, after that bounce, all those whales that was euphoric a week ago, boom, up 15, almost 16% in 1 week. Heck of a week a month later. I think this is going to happen again. Now, unlike last year, we just had speakers talking about the bull run is starting, the bear market for crypto is over with, crypto might get to $70,000, the halving's coming next year. It was all about the halving, and Bitcoin's going to get to 70,000 all-time highs. Whatever, it hit 73 already. I believe it's going to be a lot of information regarding government, policy, and the same people that want something decentralized are going to be happy because it's centralized, which is going to make the value of Bitcoin go up. And it's ironic, right? Because you have like a give and take. So right now, it's like a give and take where we have the individuals who want it decentralized, no government, the government out of Bitcoin, anarchy, Antifa everywhere, right? But then you have another give and take with the people like me of the world, right? Who see this as an investment opportunity, how to build wealth, but you need some type of regulation to make sure the whales ain't splashing everywhere, manipulating things like the government does anyways. So when that back and forth is happening, right, who's going to win? Well, hopefully the investors win, the smart investors. And a smart investor today, I believe, is going to look out today, tomorrow, over the weekend. Bitcoin, in my opinion, is going to grow. Now, will it go down a few days? Yes, but I think a month and a half from now, after euphoria of government policy and maybe former President Trump saying if he's reelected, now we know Trump says a lot of things, a lot of lies, a lot of truths. It is what it is with Trump, right? But if he says it's going to be a Bitcoin standard like we had a gold standard, or a Bitcoin reserve like we have a gold reserve at Fort Knox, where I was at for about 3 months when I was in the military. Didn't see the gold though. Or like we have with oil, with our oil reserve, then Bitcoin is going to go up dramatically. And this 15% euphoric, you probably want to double, maybe even triple that, because it's, the bull market is happening. So when you have the institutions of the world buying Bitcoin, it's going to spill over to the public, right? Right now, as we talk, less than 10% of households have Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin is now on the market, Fidelity said that you can buy Bitcoin in your 401k fourth quarter of this year, it's still not hitting the retail investors. So the regular people in the barbershop who talked about Bitcoin 3 years ago, sold it, they're going to start talking about it again. And they're going to go to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is a Mac Daddy or Granddaddy of them all. So my opinion is that Bitcoin is going to go up maybe 30 to 45% in the next 2 months, right? And so as we can see, if we just kind of scale it, look at that, all that growth, right? If we scale it, if we see here, bang, right? We're at today, 33%, 87,000. Not so fast, my friend. 45%. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're almost at 96,000. A lot of economists think about in the year, Bitcoin being at 100,000. Kathy Wood said 125,000. Ain't that something? She says 250,000 by the end of 2028. Man, that's triple where it is now. That would be great for us Bitcoin enthusiasts who would make a profit. And for me as a certified financial planner, of course, don't put all your money in Bitcoin. For my clients, no more than 20%. And we have some clients that don't even have it at all because of their risk tolerance. But I think this is going to be a huge amount of growth, and we can take advantage of it before it happens. Now, we want to get a little bit risky because we give you the conservative and the aggressive piece. Well, let's look here, right? Let's look at BITU. I be a B with you, ooh, yeah. This is basically double what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin goes up by 1%. This is supposed to make 2%. Now it's fees involved, right? Because it is through ProShares, so they have their management fees. Check the prospectus and your risk tolerance. But if Bitcoin goes up by 40%, theoretically speaking, this, my profiteer, is going to go up by 80%. And 80%, where it's at now at basically $31 a share. Let's make this smaller and smaller and bring it down. Look at this, my friends. Look at this. We're talking about a $56 a share play. $30 to $56. Man, who would not like that in the next 6 months? Take it a step further. That's Bitcoin. In my opinion, I think the faster growing cryptocurrency compared to Bitcoin out the big three, which is right now Bitcoin, XRP, and Ethereum, is Ethereum. Why? Because they have softly approved the Bitcoin ETF. When it's approved for the public, and Fidelity, ProShares, iShares, BlackRocks of the world get their hands on it, it's going to boost, in my opinion, up Ethereum. And that's why I think this will be the winner at the conference. I believe, and that's just my belief, I think Ethereum with this by itself, right, came out in June, so very, very new, but it does 2 times Ethereum. Ethereum goes up by 1%. This is supposed to go up by 2%, minus fees. But I believe this right here over the course of this year, well, next 12 months, very, very likely to be at 100%, which is $62. So today at $31, this time next year at $62, woof, that's awesome. Now we're going to have bumps in the road, and I might be wrong, won't be the first time, won't be the last time. But because the euphoric nature of these whales getting into crypto, most in it, well, expanding crypto, the government getting into crypto, the government, they're going to buy a large amount of Ethereum as well when this ETF comes out. Have it already, just haven't told us, but they're going to announce it after the fact. It's going to drive up the market. They're going to sell theirs just like the Germans did. It's going to go down. They're going to buy it again at a lower price. That's how they obtain power, because all these other countries are buying crypto as well. But who can manipulate the prices enough to get the most? And I always say, when it comes to big money, the banks and the government, if they get it wrong, they'll find a way to make it right. How they make it right? Manipulate the market. It goes down, buy it at a lower price, then they ride the wave up. It happens every single time. So my profiteers, allow us to reintroduce ourselves. I think a lot of people will be reintroducing themselves to Bitcoin, crypto, Doge. Everybody remember Doge? Oh, crypto's going up. Crypto's going up. I remember that Dogecoin. They're going to buy Dogecoin. Another coin you probably want to look at the next few weeks that's going to profit off the euphoricness of this conference in beautiful Nashville. So my profiteers, great information. Again, you have your risk tolerance. I strongly recommend you look at your risk before you buy any investment, especially crypto, because it's bumps in the road. Historically, the last 10 years, crypto has been the highest asset class out of all assets. But the 2 years it was not, it was the worst by like 50% and 62%. So take it with a grain of salt. But that's just my belief as a certified financial planner. Over 1,000 clients. I've managed over $250 million in assets. I give advice to my clients. But on these YouTube streets, just information. But if you want more great information like this, click on my bio below. Check out my Patreon, man. We have a newsletter. We give great information about investing, great information about financial planning. Your boy is a certified financial planner and just good information, period. So check out our newsletter. Definitely subscribe to our Patreon. Nothing but great information in there. And it's only $5. Well, the lowest tier is $5. $5 for this great information. I got 5 on it. I know one thing. I got more than 5 on Bitcoin right now. I'm going to give it a high 5, especially when it hits 100,000 a coin. Anyways, though, comment below. What we think about crypto? Is it here? Going away? Is the government manipulating us again? As always, love is love. Let's make some paper profits together, y'all. Peace.
And you just wanna get paid, tired of making no money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, yeah. Pay for profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid, yeah. Tired of making no money mistakes. Make a payment on your bills and you still late, pay for profits to help you seek change, yeah. Cut the show and just listen. You wanna feel empowered by making money decisions. Residual by the hours can get you a better living. Been check to check, you know, and it could be different, you know.